Liverpool have pulled it out the bag again. Fantastic work from Jurgen Klopp and fantastic work from FSG. Signing Cody Gakpo is absolutely huge. It's huge for Liverpool, but it's also huge for every other Premier League team. Not only because this means that Liverpool will be elevated, Liverpool will improve, Liverpool have other options, and Liverpool will now make the Champions League next season. There is no doubt in my mind about that. But also because of what this subtracts from other teams. Manchester United, Chelsea, Arsenal, lots of clubs were sniffing around Cody Gakpo. Lots of clubs had ambitions of signing Cody Gakpo, but Liverpool struck first. Liverpool wanted it most. Liverpool had the most ruthless and efficient boardroom, and fair play to them. Annoyingly, they have got it over the line again. So in securing this deal, Jurgen Klopp has inflicted a major setback on loads of his rivals, but most notably Manchester United. Eric Ten Hag, Manchester United, the club, made Cody Gakpo their prime target, and they actually seem to be fairly confident of securing personal terms. They seem to believe that Cody Gakpo was going to be a Manchester United player. Everybody seemed to think that that was going to happen, apart from, crucially, Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool. What a signing this is. This signing is also very important for Liverpool, not only because of what it reveals to us about what they can do on the pitch, but what it reveals to us about what's going on at boardroom level. You know, this imminent arrival of Gakpo undermines all the claims that recent, what do we call it, behind the scenes turbulence at Anfield was going to have some sort of negative or detrimental impact to their transfer policy. Their transfer strategy was potentially in threat, potentially going to be undermined because the club is officially up for sale. We thought maybe FSG won't spend, maybe FSG won't be so cunning and ruthless and direct. Maybe they won't back Klopp. All of those questions are now answered. Everything that Liverpool were before the club was up for sale has been proven to still be the case today with this astute signing for a bargain again. The other thing is, right, and fair play to them here, this one totally took me by surprise. Genuinely. Did anyone see this coming? This, for me, was one of those transfers that just happened. No speculation, no belief, no rumours on Twitter, no discreet little leaks, nothing like that. This one just happened because I actually believed that Liverpool weren't even targeting another attacker in this window, especially as they made no secret about their desire to sign a midfielder. We know that they were so desperate to replace or replenish their midfield. That is obviously the Achilles heel of this Liverpool team. We know that the pursuit for Jude Bellingham is real. We know that they need to bring in new players because you can't keep relying on Henderson and Milner and Fabinho. You can't constantly rely on the same players. So we know that they have to replenish their midfield. You know, partnering James Milner with Harvey Elliott doesn't work. Milner was playing Premier League football before Elliott was born. That naturally doesn't work. So they had to bring somebody into the middle. And then bang, Cody Gakpo signs for Liverpool. Blink of an eye. However, this is why Jurgen Klopp is such a good manager. This is why Jurgen Klopp is one of the best managers to currently be walking the face of the earth. He is elite because he is pragmatic. So, of course, they need a midfielder, but he has also changed. He has also evolved with the scenario that he faces. And injuries to the likes of Diogo Jota, injuries to the likes of Luis Diaz, means that he has shifted his attention to the forward line too. So yes, of course he's prioritising a midfielder, but he's also prioritising his attack because he can smell blood. He knows that top 4 European Cup qualification is there for Liverpool. And signing a player like Cody Gakpo almost guarantees it. You know, Diaz is out with a knee injury that's going to keep him out for several months. Diogo Jota is also in rehabilitation for his calf injury. So, Jurgen Klopp didn't sleep. It's impressive from Klopp. It's impressive from everyone involved in the recruitment. And that goes from FSG down, all the way through, presumably, to Virgil van Dijk, who must have been in his ear at the World Cup. And when you think back to the World Cup, you really can understand that securing Gakpo is another coup. He shone for Holland during that recent World Cup. He was their standout star. He scored in all 3 of their group games, didn't he? He was their jewel in the crown, and they had a very good World Cup, and it could have gone slightly differently. Penalties against Argentina. I tell you what, you've got to take your hat off to this Liverpool strategy, this boardroom level, cunning, conniving plotting, clandestine little meetings. It's very impressive the way that they do things, because Liverpool have actually become specialists in late moves. Like, they see off their rivals by making all of the early running. It is a really intense, clever strategy, because it puts you 1-0 up, and all of the people that you're competing with don't even know that they're in a race, and the race has already been won by you. It's exactly what they did when they signed Darwin Núñez. Again, it was Manchester United. God, Manchester United really doesn't paint them in a positive colour, does it? Really doesn't look good for Manchester United. Again, do you remember when they did it to Tottenham as well with Luis Diaz? They are constantly winning races that they are the only ones who realise they're in a race. So impressive from Liverpool. Frustrating, but impressive. Now, where will he play? How will he bolster this Liverpool attack? I imagine that he's been earmarked to play on the left of Jurgen Klopp's three-man attack. It reinforces options, and look, alongside the likes of Mohamed Salah, Darwin Núñez, and when fit, Roberto Firmino, he's versatile enough to play anywhere across that front line. And versatility is worth its weight in gold to a manager like Jurgen Klopp. It means that he can replace various different players where necessary, fit in where necessary, and it is what Jurgen Klopp did with Sadio Mane last year. Do you remember when Sadio Mane, we obviously saw him as a winger through his time at Southampton and the bulk of his time at Liverpool? You know, Sadio Mane runs down the wing for me and all that. Suddenly, he was converted through the brilliance of Jurgen Klopp and the brilliance of Sadio Mane. He was converted into an incredibly effective false nine, number 9 centre forward. Cody Gakpo has all of the attributes to potentially play through the middle. I imagine the bulk of his time will be on the left, maybe Núñez in the middle, maybe Firmino in the middle. Salah will keep his natural position. But this signing doesn't only elevate the left side where we expect Gakpo to play, it elevates the entire front line of Liverpool Football Club. So then it's the age-old question. Can Cody Gakpo do it in the Premier League? You know, we've seen players like Ruud van Nistelrooy arrive at a Premier League club and do the business. We've also seen Mattia Kesman arrive at a Premier League club from the Dutch League and not necessarily turn it on. Ruud van Nistelrooy, interestingly, was integral to this switch. He actually said that he would have preferred and expected Gakpo to sign for Manchester United in the summer. But Liverpool made it happen, and Van Nistelrooy said he couldn't say no. It really does indicate that Manchester United have, what should we say, been a little bit too passive. It's the kindest way I can put it. So will Gakpo do it in the Premier League? I think everything suggests that he will. Scoring and being brilliant in a World Cup certainly suggests that he will. And his numbers in the Dutch League are incredible. He's accumulated 35 goals and assists for PSV and the Dutch national team this season, maintaining the prolific form that he showed in 2021-22. He's clearly got all of the attributes. Of course, these things can go wrong, but gone are the days of me writing anyone off. Leeds United were actually a Rizzler paper away from signing Gakpo. I think Victor Orta actually went over to PSV to make it happen, but for one reason or another, that one didn't get over the line, and Gakpo ended up staying at PSV for a little bit longer, and now he's got his dream move, to a Champions League club. And that's the thing. When you watch him, I haven't seen him too much. Obviously, saw him play at the World Cup and was aware of his brilliance there. But the only time I was really aware of him prior to that is when PSV beat Feyenoord 4-3 and he got a hat-trick of assists and scored. That was the time I was aware of him, and I thought, gosh, he is electrifying as a forward. He also played against Arsenal, didn't he? Whipped in that corner when PSV beat Arsenal. Like, really does whip in a delicious corner. So, not good news for everybody who has ambitions of qualifying for the Champions League, notably my team. But look, if you're a Manchester United fan, you've got to be livid with this. Not only because of what it means for your top 4 aspirations, but because of what it means for the way that your club are operating. This player, who I believe is going to come into the Premier League and ignite it, was destined to sign for Manchester United. And for one reason or another, presumably a lack of desperation to get the player, a lack of keenness, a lack of hunger, a lack of professionalism at boardroom level at Manchester United, the deal didn't take place. And Liverpool, again, their strategy of being first has worked. Right, so there we have it. Cody Gakpo is a Liverpool player. What a statement, what a sign of intent, and what this means for any club with aspirations of qualifying for the Champions League is not good news. If you are a Tottenham fan, if you are a Chelsea fan, if you are a Manchester United fan, this really isn't good news, because I believe now it is official. Liverpool will make it into the European Cup next season, and they will be taking up another one of those precious top 4 places, which basically means there is one spot up for grabs, and Chelsea, Newcastle, Manchester United and Tottenham are all going to have to slog it out for that one spot. Not ideal at all, but full credit to Liverpool. What a day it was for them yesterday, beating Villa convincingly and then signing Cody Gakpo. Do me one favour, please. In the comments below, will you let me know, do you think this one works? Do you think Cody Gakpo is suited to Premier League football? Do you think he's going to hit the ground running? Do you think he will have a significant impact on Liverpool's season this year? As always, thank you so much for watching this video. I hugely appreciate it. Please give it a like. Please click subscribe. And I will see you all in a bit. Peace.